Hey everyone, it's Xopher Comics here. Today is New Comic Book Wednesday. It is February 26th. I have my pull list ready to go, but before I get into that, just want to show off some books I picked up online from a message board. These are some older books from Marvel, starting off with Ms. Marvel, issue number 1. This is the second copy of Ms. Marvel that I own now. This is in a much better condition, and I picked it up for a really good price, so I was definitely glad to get that. I also picked up a copy of Spider-Woman, issue number 1. This is the third copy of this book that I have. Belle Comic Girl sent me a copy, and I also picked up a copy from a con last year. This is, again, a really good condition book that I got from this seller, and it was for a really good price. So that is Spider-Woman, issue number 1. And these two books I don't have, but I do now. Savage She-Hulk, issue number 1. I've been looking for this one for a while, but I could never find it for a good price in good condition. And this one, it's in good condition, and I got it for a good price. So I'm definitely glad that I have this now. And finally, I also picked up Shanna the She-Devil, issue number 1. Again, been looking for a while, but I couldn't find one for a good price. I don't think I've actually seen one of these in the wild, so I was happy that the seller was selling this book, and I was able to pick it up for, I believe, 10 bucks. So those are just some books I picked up, and let's go take a look at the pull list for February 26th. Actually going to do something a little bit different this week. I've read all these books, so I'm going to give my thoughts on what I thought. Starting off with World's Finest, issue number 20. Part 2 of First Contact, where Power Girl and Huntress meet up with Batman and Superman from two different worlds. I didn't read the first part, which was in Batman and Superman issue number 9, I believe, so I felt a little bit lost. I really wished that encounter happened in this series so that I could have read it, but it didn't, so I was a little bit lost, a little bit disappointed, not entirely pleased with the art. Not sure if R.B. Silva is the new artist or if he is just a guest on this issue, but the next issue of the storyline is in Batman Superman, so I'm going to miss that as well. So not much more I can say about that. Really wish it wasn't in crossovers with a series I'm not reading. Next up for DC is Justice League Dark, issue number 28. Again, it's in crossovers with series I'm not reading, so I felt a little bit lost getting into this book. It does feature quite a bit of Zatanna, which I was pleased with, but it doesn't feature much of the rest of the team, which is why I really pick up this book. This has really been sort of a Constantine book, and considering he has his own book, I kind of wish that we have more of the Dark team members in here. But, yeah, I was pretty lost reading this because I can't remember if they were captured in the last issue of Dark or whether they were captured in one of the other crossover books. And I don't know when this Blade storyline is going to end. This has been going on for a long, long time. It might be competing with Forever Evil for the longest crossover ever. So I'll be happy once that ends and this just gets back to being a Dark book. The last page had a pretty cool cliffhanger. I'm not going to spoil it for you, but I know Running with Comics is probably going to be really happy with the ending for this book. That's it for my DC books. I got 2 Marvel books, and we'll start it off with this one. Guardians of the Galaxy, issue number 12. This is part 4 of The Trial of Jean Grey. The last issue, or the last part of this storyline, I don't remember if this happened in Guardians or on the X-Men. Original Scott Summers from the past met his father, and Jean Grey is on trial in the Shi'ar Empire, and this pretty much just carries along with that storyline. Scott and his father interact a bit in space. There's not really much in regards to the Guardians in this book. It was really a lot more about Scott and Jean Grey, so for Guardian fans, you might be disappointed with this book, but you only have one more issue before this crossover ends. I enjoyed this book. I've enjoyed the story so far for Trial of Jean Grey, and I'm glad that I actually pick up both books, so I'm able to read all parts. And it's not a very long crossover. It's only 6 issues, so it only crosses over 3 issues from each series. And the other Marvel book I picked up this week is Avengers Assemble issue number 24. This is the second to last issue for this series. 25 is the end next month. I have been enjoying this, actually. It's been a book that I don't expect much from, so maybe that's why I enjoy it quite a bit recently. I also enjoy Spider-Girl. I really wished her solo series had lasted more than 8 issues a few years back, but I'm glad that she's in this book. I'm glad that Kelly Sue DeConnick is writing her. I really enjoyed this book. This was a lot of kind of like a team up between Spider-Girl and Tony Stark, Iron Man, and I didn't hate Tony Stark. Normally, I'm not a big fan of Iron Man and Tony Stark, but I enjoyed him in this issue. I'm still looking for her teacher, who was in one of those Inhuman cocoons, and they find the teacher, and now they're going to go try to find June Warrington in this issue. And something pretty cool happens at the end. I think Spider-Girl becomes part of the Avengers, because Captain America gives a call to arms and he gets some Avengers assembled. And we've got quite a few here in the back that you can see. So I'm looking forward to reading issue number 25 for Avengers Assembled and wrapping that all up and seeing Kelly Sue close it out with a bang. So those were my Marvel and DC books, and next up are my Image books and my indie books, starting off with Revenge, issue number 1. The premise behind this book is this guy has had some horrible things done to him, and now he's going to go and take revenge and I guess kill everybody. This book has a lot of explicit sex and violence. The art is pretty vulgar and violent, and I think only someone with a twisted mind would really enjoy this book. Having said that, I think I'm probably just going to get issue number 2 just so I can read and find out how this guy gets his revenge. But like I said, I can't even flip through this book and show you what's inside, because the art is just completely R-rated. But like I said, maybe I have a sick and twisted mind because I want to get issue 2 and find out how he gets his revenge. Next up, we have Tomb Raider issue number 1. Been looking forward to this book for a while. This is written by Gail Simone from Dark Horse. I haven't played the game for a while. From what I understand, this comic book ties in with the game. So having said that, it feels like with this issue, after I read it, it feels like there was an issue 0 that I missed, because when I started this book, I was a little bit lost. I wouldn't say a little bit, I was quite lost, because it felt like I was missing the backstory. But as I continued to read it, I kind of pieced things together. But overall, I wish Gail Simone did a better job with this first issue. I had really high hopes for this. I'm going to pick up number 2 and see if that provides more of the backstory. But like I said, it feels like there's an issue before this that should have came out that had more backstory. And because of that, this issue kind of fell short for me. And the last book I picked up this week was Rat Queens, issue number 5. This is the last issue of the first story arc called Sass and Sorcery. If you guys aren't picking this book up, make sure you go give the trade a chance. It comes out March 19th, and it's only $10. Image. Trade paperbacks, $10 for the first volume. But anyways, this is all about issue number 5. I really enjoyed this issue as much as I enjoyed all the other issues. We have the Rat Queens fighting off a bunch of trolls, and after they are victorious, they throw this wild, crazy drunk party. Everyone wants to get drunk, everyone wants to get laid, and that is the series in a nutshell. Everybody just wants to fight, bloodshed, alcohol, drunkenness, sex and violence, and all that jazz. And Curtis Sweet makes it all work in this book. This book is fabulous, and I can't recommend this series enough, so go pick this one up. Rat Queens issue number 5. So there we go. Those are all the books I picked up for February 26th. Little bit of a longer video since I provided a little bit of my thoughts about my books this week. Let me know in the comments what you thought about this video, whether you want me to continue doing this sort of stuff and letting you know what I thought about the books, or if you just want it quick and dirty and to see what I picked up this week, and that's it. So yeah, leave some comments below. 604 Comics, thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you guys later. Take care, bye.